July 14th.
Welcome, welcome.
I shall avenge thee. Lord Jocelyn, the army awaits your command. Certes.
Come back. We're gonna restart this one. Made some decent progress last time, did a couple things wrong. But I want to start fresh for this one. Same battle we're doing last time as last time.
Lahir's sword is not bloody enough.
We're gonna build our lumber camp over here. And then I think I wanted all the cavalry up front.
We'll see how English longbows fare against French cannon. Perhaps we should defeat the Burgundians and establish our base in their own town. Just a thought.
We're gonna set up everybody else behind. Try to have them take a little less damage. We're gonna let the cannon sit in the back a little bit. Okay, I need these guys to back up a little bit. You guys go after them. You just need the cannons to get safe. We're in okay shape right now, but I don't know where these guys are going. I need them to get a little bit safe. I think... Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say. I think this was at a bad angle. They're taking it down pretty fast, so I'm going to restart this one. You did pretty good to keep those guys away. What's up, Egg? How you doing, sir? What's new with you? You see the cover reveal for MLB? Yeah, I definitely don't want my trebuchet to go down. Otherwise, that was, like, pretty okay. A lot of good stuff happened that time. Continuing on with some Age of Empires, trying to beat this Joan of Arc campaign. Pretty much picking up where we left off. Well, same battle as last time, I should say. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. Cavalry. You guys up first. This group's gonna come over here. I'm gonna try to make sure we don't hit the trees this time. I want to make sure I got this no attack stance. Come back.
Perhaps we should defeat the Burgundians and establish our base in their own town. Just a thought.
Hopefully they can see that from there. The These guys are all going to come up here. Now I want my cannons to shoot these guys. One of my big hitters just died somehow. Not really sure. Are my cannons dead? No, my cannons are good. These guys got to get away from everything that can kill it pretty much. Which is a lot of stuff. Okay, so what I don't want is I don't want them to walk in because we can't really hit the castle from the base. Yeah, it's not doing much. I didn't realize there was a guard tower back here too. Basically what I need is this trebuchet to hit that. Because it can take it down from here. Let me see if this cannon has the range to do that as well. Then I'm going to restart once I figure out what my ranges are here. Am I able to go through here? I don't think so. What happens if I send someone this way? Okay, so I don't think that cannon could do much. Basically, I want that first wave of my knights to just kind of fight off that group there and then kind of back off and then just let the archers take care of those guys. And then I just want them to, I'll probably have them sit with no attack formation. I think that's what I'll do. And just let this happen. We'll shoot the cannons at these. And we'll take our time. Hopefully that's everything we needed to learn. Last time, like, we got through this section, but it wasn't very clean. So I'm just trying to get through that first fight super clean that we have. I just want to make sure I have, like, the cannons and trebuchets still available. Because it's going to be a long time before I can actually build them myself. Okay, let's save this part one more time. Actually, I'm gonna set this up. And then we're gonna move these guys and these guys.
We'll see how English longbows fare against French cannon.
And these guys are gonna come here. And from there, we're going to save.
Perhaps we should defeat the Burgundians and establish our base in their own town. Just as all.
Okay, I think I like this a little bit better. We definitely lost some people, but, like, it's okay. Everything that we needed to do, we did. These guys can stay forward. Swordsmen need to move back. Did my trebuchet go down again? Why is it going down so fast? Guys reach that. Okay, so that's the move. But now, like, this catapult could not get out. These guys, I'm gonna have to be defensive. Zone 2. Start from here. Alright, all the archers. I want to make them defensive. Cannons. No attack stance. However,
Perhaps we
I
should
do want them to
defeat
shoot
the
at this.
Burgundians and
Horses can go
establish
forward a little bit
in their
more.
own town. Just a thought.
Now the rest of the cannons can start shooting this. Honestly, I think I want everybody to be defensive stance. This one's stand ground. I want defensive. Okay, now Trebuchet can hit this one. I want my archers. Shoot at that. I think I lost too many cannons. Nope, cannons are still here. I'm chilling. So these guys go that way. Okay, much better so far. Don't want anyone moving in too far. Just want them close enough that we can start shooting the castle. Okay, you can back up. And we need to start getting at the castle. These guys are still back here, apparently. Clearly didn't need everybody. Okay. Now we're going to slowly hit the castle. Alright, hopefully we can now start getting cannons to look at the castle. Just hoping they outrange him. That's the main thing. Okay, there we go. And finally, we just got to take down the town center. And then we're chilling. Alright, cannons. You first. I thought you guys were repairing these guys. Oh, we don't have any resources. Alright, cannons are doing fine.
We have captured the
There we go.
Burgundian stockpile of resources.
Alright, all in all, I'd say that was pretty clean. I don't know how many people I lost during that time, but not bad. Guy's gonna get away. Imagine. Alright, let's start getting this town center built.
Pastisor,
Did we lose one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says 6. Oh, there's one stuck in here. Well, that guy can start building a house. Thankfully, we got a lot of resources when they were out there chopping wood for a while. Doing okay on health. Could definitely use some repairs on those guys.
pastisor,
Yeah, let's just keep building houses.
pastisor, pastisor, pastisor,
You can start building the mill. What we did last time was basically we just sieged this whole city over here, but it didn't really... It didn't solve our problems. But it did cut them down, all the attacks from that angle. So I'm probably going to do it again, but I just need to make sure that I have my resources kind of set in the background.
okay, maro,
Okay, building up some villagers.
Where is your precious peasant general now?
And is it worth it to get gold right now? Or stone? We'll go stone first. Although... Yeah, we'll go with stone first. We'll build ourselves a castle. Then we'll be able to get to the Imperial Age or whatever. Yeah. But we are going to need a lot of gold for that. I'm just going to rebuild the stone wall real quick. You guys don't need to do that. Just one of you. Wait, where are these guys going?
maro,
I don't think I told everybody to do that, just one. I feel like it's acting really weird today. I'll do what I did last time and probably build a castle over there. It's also kind of nice to have one here because there's a ton of stuff going on. Can't really see it here, obviously, but there's like 2 guard towers and a whole mess over there to fight. And I think some warships show up too once you start fighting over there.
Oé, artisan,
I think this requires stone to repair. Let's see. Nope, it's gold. Next one, in that case, we'll build a mining camp. Just one.
Prêt. Artisan. Qu'est fait? Artisan.
Out of resources. Alright. Way more gold actually out here. Stone's going along pretty fast. Did I leave someone behind here? I don't think so. Oh, that's why. We'll leave a group over there and a group up there. They got their barracks set up here.
Oui. Okay. Artisan.
Prêt.
That's fine. They can all go for gold there. Where did these guys go? Oh boy. They did not have their defensive stance, I'll tell you that much. Now they're going too far. This is tough. Red looks really strong. This guy is just mowing everybody down. Okay, might be time to get moving.
Qu'est fait?
These guys, alright, these guys can build some farms.
Bastisseur. Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
And we're out of wood. Okay. Happened a little fast, and I didn't realize quick enough.
I die with honor.
Building over here again.
Okay. Qu'est fait?
These guys can go ahead and build me a castle. We're getting hit on both of these fronts. Gotta kill these knights really quick. And it didn't end up working that way. Okay, more villagers. Now they can work.
Bastissor.
Where are these guys going? Oh, they're just chopping. Okay.
Bûcheron.
They can chop on that side.
Ohé.
You two can
Minéor.
start mining. See if they let us waltz in here. Yeah, guess so. I think they have a castle back here too. I haven't seen it yet though. Need everybody else to stay right here. Somebody's launching. Okay.
Prepare for battle. We come.
Oh no. Castle's there too. We're gonna run into some trouble here. Everybody's probably gonna die, but I just need this trebuchet to go down and we're chilling. Okay, perfect. Our trebuchet went down, but so did theirs. Problem is, we're just gonna have to leave that be. It's not going well. It's going a lot worse than I thought it would, actually. Now, I should have built like a couple like universities and stuff by now. Buildings, university. Not a couple of universities, but a couple of support buildings. See what's going on over here. These guys are still alive somehow. I'm just trying to cripple their economy, basically. But we weren't able to take down their castle, which is kind of unfortunate. They'll probably be able to rebuild. That guy's too slow. Why is he so slow? Remember my advice? Well, I got resources going.
Ohé.
But whatever went on over here, I'm messed up a little bit, so we'll see. I might have to restart. But I might have enough to just kind of keep going. Kind of rebuild my army at least. So let's see how this goes first. In the meantime, you boys are gonna build me barracks. You were gonna garrison for a little bit. Oh, here comes Orange. Castle's definitely working double duty here. Wait, who's shooting at this? Oh, probably the catapults. Alright, let's see if we can repair this building.
Artisan.
Moderate, but Orange usually sends Cavaliers. Sometimes they just send a bunch of Rams too. Yeah, they've been sending a decent amount. A little bit of everything, it seems. But I've been trying to just get murder holes this whole time. Let's see. Murder holes, there we go. Okay. Here come the Rams. We have a lot of gold. Maybe I'll build a marketplace. Except I don't have enough wood. We do have enough for another castle. You know, people dying over here.
It is here that my tale will end.
What was I trying to do? Build a market. Here comes another battering ram. Are they trying to convert my horses? The battering ram looks strong.
Effet.
Might be in trouble right here. Keep the castle up for a little longer. They're just coming in slowly but surely. Alright, well, let's buy some meat. We can get to the Imperial Age. This guy might single-handedly rebuild my castle. What was I trying to do? Oh yeah, Imperial Age. Okay, now we got some wood and not much else. Lure this guy back, I think. Good enough for now. I'm gonna have everybody actually respawn over here. Alright. Couple more villagers. This guy's just chilling. What can he do? Seed workshop? Yeah, these guys rebuilt my castle all the way. You can get to farming. Can't really get to this river because it's like... How long has this guy been going at it? There's like warships and stuff in the river. Okay, we can build a trebuchet now. What are we shooting at? Did Lahir get turned into a bad guy? Did he get converted? No. They're just regular dudes out here. Everybody about to go. Oh. Alright, we lost. Let's play again. Maybe I should go straight across the river this time. Let's see what my scouts say. They should be no match for the French heavy cavalry. Heavily defend.
Perhaps we should defeat the Burgundians and establish our base in their own town.
I want everybody to be defensive except for my cannons. I want no attack. But I do want them to attack this. I want you here to attack that. I want them defensive so they don't get shot by this guard tower. Why are they all whiffing this guard tower? Hello? Okay, cannons can now attack here. Good. Now they can attack here. Good. Now they can attack here. Okay. Cannons. Here. Archers. Here. Trebuchet here, so you can hit the castle. Still too many people in the way. Okay, doing good, doing good. Oh no. Dog in by a castle. No. Come back. That's not what I wanted. Lost a few guys there for no reason.
Oil.
Okie dokie. Now, can all walk in. And now we're chilling.
Alors, we have captured the Burgundian stockpile of resources.
I feel like that one wasn't quite as good as the previous one, but it's fine.
Ohé.
I'm just gonna have one person rebuild this real quick.
Pastissor.
This is slightly rough.
Okay. Artisan. Pastissor.
See how far this trebuchet can reach. We can do a little bit of damage right at the beginning. Which villager are we talking about? Okay, there is one villager here. Rest of you guys can come back. Not you, though. Did I just walk my catapult into a trap? Alright, we'll restart this.
Perhaps we should defeat the Burgundians and establish our base in their own town. Just as all.
You can go defensive and all these guys, but we want them to step up here. Get as close as you need to fight that. And then cannons are going to start shooting here. And then they're going to start shooting. Oh, let's shoot this one next. See, is it far enough? Close enough? Not really. We're gonna get this close enough to shoot the castle. Come back, buddy. Getting a little too close to the guard tower. Kind of body blocking him there. Alright, so it's still improving.
Bûcheron. Pirax. Prêt.
Bûcheron.
Okay, pretty okay.
Alors, we
Still
have
shooting
captured
this a
the
little bit.
Burgundian stockpile of resources.
Someone still fighting? Purple still building resources? Okay. Town center.
Bastissor.
Artisan.
Get a group over here. Where's the trade cart? Oop. Left it behind. I went back for the villagers, but I forgot to grab the trade cart. I think it's just faster to build a new wall. That's what I was trying to do.
Artisan. Prêt.
Always one dude just stuck behind.
Bastissor. Cueillir.
Bastissor.
And build a few houses over here.
Bastissor. Bastissor. Bastissor.
Que fait?
Alright, let's see if you can go fight orange now.
Oh yeah. Prêt. Minéo.
Where is your precious peasant general now?
Bastissor. Prêt.
Trying to hit orange a little faster than I did previously.
Que fait? Attends. Cueillir. Certes. Que fait? Cueillir. Prêt. Que fait? Bastissor.
Ohé.
Marot.
Alright, good. Where's Trebuchet?
Que fait? Cueillir. Livet.
Everybody else just stick around here for a minute. Cannons can shoot.
À la bataille. Cueillir. Oh yeah. Au revoir.
Alright, so far so good, I think. I actually want to save this one.
C'est fait. À la bataille.
Okay, now I want these guys on aggressive stance. Just pillage everything that they can. Built their other town center out here. They're trying to escape. Actually, I take that back. You guys can leave. Defensive stance. And we're going to get you back here.
L'hiver.
Orange is trying to build here.
Assault.
We're gonna let this group just get rid of their whole economy, so we'll be free to do whatever we need to do.
Que fait? Da. Qu'il y a? Certes.
Qu'est fait?
Okay, resources wise, we're okay. Let's start getting the wood together again.
Rastissor.
Prêt. Qu'il y a?
I guess these guys are done fighting.
Prêt.
We'll bring them back then.
Royal. Qu'il y a?
Artisan.
These guys didn't even get touched. And we're still looking good on that front.
Que fait? L'hiver.
We're gonna let them fight over here.
Qu'il y a? Que fait?
Back to no attacks for these.
Okay.
Guess I need a monastery.
Rastissor.
I do want to build a castle ASAP though.
Prêt. Bonjour. Qu'il y a? Prêt.
Alright, these guys can all come back. What I want to do though is I need to build some fishing up there.
Prêt. Oui.
I'm going to bring 2 people over here to be building a dock.
Certes. Que fait? Certes. Royal. Qu'il y a?
There's a lone cannon sitting out here. Do we have archers still?
Prêt. À la bataille.
These guys are bothering me.
Okay.
Bassissor.
Okay, this guy can build my castle.
Bassissor. Que fait? Certes. Prêt. Bassissor.
And then you guys can start helping.
Prêt. Bastissor.
Lumber's kind of going slow.
Keie. Vera. Keie. Bûcheron.
And I guess these two can start chopping wood on this side too.
Ohé.
Bûcheron.
Que fait?
Que fait?
Nope, I don't need you to walk all the way back. Just stay there for a sec. You can come back.
Keie.
Bastissor.
Honestly, I should have built it over here. Oh well.
Prêt.
Alright, you can go. What are we gonna do with him? More lumber? Definitely need a group that can start
Ohé. Minéo.
here. I need someone to build my building because I think we're gonna get attacked pretty soon.
Que fait?
What type of game is this? What's up, JB? It's
Bassissor.
a build and conquer kind of game.
Okay. Certes.
You build my monastery. We do need some more wood, but that'll come up soon. These guys look, they're gonna come at me pretty soon. And alright, we should have enough wood that we can build. Nothing, apparently. Oh, what's going on over here? We're getting slaughtered. Did all of my... What just happened over here?
Prepare for battle. We come.
I don't even know exactly where purple is set up because we took purple away from here, but I guess they're still allied, so they still have the resources from the rest of the British. Are you conquering? It depends. You can kind of see in the top right, we have our objectives up there. So it just kind of depends.
Bonjour. Prêt. Prêt. Certes.
Okay, well, we kind of lost everybody here. Let's make sure we have some
It is a good day for Lair to die.
fighters. Where is Lahir? Why did he die?
I die with honor.
Where are these guys dying? Where did they go? Why are they here? Hello? Okay, hold on. Let me go back to my last save because these guys just went rogue. I think they had a different setting than I thought. This looks pre-World War One. Probably is. This one spans. This is like what is this war again, Greg? War of 1812. But yeah, there's like different campaigns and stuff, so I think there's definitely like different countries and locations and stuff where the fights happen, but on top of that, there's different, like, I'm assuming there's different time periods. That's what I'm trying to get at. Did I build my university? I did not.
Prêt.
Castle's good, though. Let's build... Man, we need a lot more wood.
Que fait? Bûcheron. Ohé.
Let's see if these guys can build over here. What have you been playing, JB? I got Madden like last week, so I've been playing Madden, but I'm pretty bad at it, so I kind of don't want to stream it right now until I learn it a little bit more. That's been decently fun, but it's just like more Ultimate Team stuff, and I'm kind of over Ultimate Team. Baseball, football, whatever. So we'll see how much I play it. Madden. I have never played like an Ultimate Team Madden before. So I was like, I was up for it, but that's kind of my reaction when thinking about playing like baseball. Only to play franchise with my friends. That sounds like a lot of fun. I love like online franchise and that kind of thing.
Ohé. Pastisor.
You are nothing without Joe. Prepare for battle. We come.
Well, not everybody, just you. You can garrison. I probably want my monk over here too. Get some of his work done. Alright, where are the three? University? Only play NHL right now, okay. Got the game at Christmas, almost have 200 hours? Dang. Do you play hockey in real life?
Que fait? L'hiver.
See how the fishing's doing over here. Pretty good. Build one more fishing ship.
Mon Dieu.
Who's dying? Alright, you guys come back. Play defensively.
Riel. Grax.
They got their eyes turned a little bit. Dang, they're going crazy.
Die with honor.
That's why they died. Okay. They had the catapults and everything.
Okay.
We barely have anything going on here.
Que fait?
Que fait? Fait. Certes. L'hiver.
This guy's just standing here over someone's dead body. If that does anything. I should have been close enough to hit him with a castle. I'm gonna see if I can survive long enough to back out. That's good at least. He survived. Okay, outrange. That sucks. We'll increase line of sight. Murder holes. Ballistics. They're only really tickling the castle, so it's fine, but gotta get something going. Got my shooter. My shooter got knocked down. Okay. TNF, my favorite sport is hockey. Gotcha, gotcha. Hockey's cool. I used to watch it when the Blackhawks were good, but never really played it. Just never really good at it. At least the only hockey I really ever played was gym class hockey, and I was not very good. Well, I pretty much wiped out all of my fighters. Supply here. Still around. Get some knights and stuff. I only have one miner left. I think I need to abandon the work. Trying to survive. Okay, so we pretty much survived that wave. I'm gonna try to get Lahir out of here. Let him garrison. Okay, who else we got? We got you. You can build something. How do you feel about Aaron Judge being the cover? It's fine. I mean, I think if anyone deserves it, it's him. I think he's good enough to be that guy that gets back on. So in terms of like who the player is, it's cool. I think it's good. It's definitely like less exciting than a new one, but like I understand. Can't hate too bad. What do you think? Right, let's get some more gold. Really need to rebuild. Fast-paced sport, yeah. One of my friends is a Yankees fan, so he's cooing over the cover. Yeah, I'm good with it. It's not anything like super exciting. But, you know, plenty of Yankees fans out there, big market. Like, I guess I understand why they did it, but man, my guys are weak. Come back, we'll build you another dude.
Oh yeah. Cueilleur, Livet.
And let's just keep building. I do want to make sure that I get my whatchamacallit. Might be out of fish over here. Okay, there's another group of fish over here, so we should be able to last. I do want to get to Imperial Age pretty soon.
Qu'est fait? Oui.
Can build a siege building, but what I really need is blacksmith.
Bastissot.
Prêt. Cueilleur.
Minéo.
Cool, just basic. Lets me less excited for the game. Because you think the game is going to be worse, like it's indicated that the game is worse, or like some other reason.
Certes. Oh yeah. Certes. Prêt. Que faire? Livet. Cueilleur. Cueillet. Livet.
Shows a loss of creativity. Yeah. I think
Okay.
I don't know. Who would you have picked? Let me ask that question. Who would you have picked? Old cover athlete is boring and not creative.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I would use a different word other than creative, because I don't think like, let me put it this way. I think there have been years where like they were creative because they had like the coach, like when Coach first came out, they had like all this other stuff that went along with it. I think with Tatis, maybe Coach came out, and it was just like
Okay.
the way they went about all the introductory, like introducing all the new stuff, those kinds of things. That was creative, but I don't know. I feel like it's just you're just picking a dude who's like already exciting, even when it is a new person. So it's kind of like
Qu'est fait? Oui.
all the same to me anyway, I guess, if that makes sense. Maybe still sounds harsh. That's why I like kind of don't care whether it's one way or another. Why is there still orange people out here? Are they rebuilding? Well, I don't want them to be able to come find me.
Oh yeah. Livet. Certes. Oh yeah.
First, I want them to come close enough that the castle can get them. Yeah, there we go.
Livet.
There you go.
Prêt.
Did my healer die? Oh, he's still there. Oh, he's the one that's injured.
Livet.
Qu'est fait?
Well, we're getting pretty close. What can I do to force them a little closer? Throw some knights at them?
Bonjour.
Guess that was a cavalry archer, not a whole knight. These guys just, this guy just ran at them instead of fighting them. Can I do more range? Let's do handcart. Then we're gonna be pretty close to Imperial. I do need a market. Uh-oh. I kill my own knights with that one. Soto, Yamamoto, and the entire Dodgers team, that's true. Would you feel that was more creative than nothing, than Aaron Judge? That's interesting. Kind of just burned all my resources right there.
Oh, eh? Oh, yeah. Que faire? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'll pack up my trebuchet and go home. Maybe I can build another castle here.
Oui.
Where are some extra fellers?
Libé.
I do want to build a castle there, but I can't do it while this is happening.
Artisan.
Something new and exciting. I get you. I feel like people are over the Dodgers is the only thing. I think you're probably right. Like, objectively, you're correct. I just feel like people would be so over the Dodgers that they wouldn't want to see that happen,
Rastisso.
whether unfair or not. Although objectively, you're definitely correct. Biggest names baseball hasn't got a cover yet. Yamamoto, because he's won World Series MVP, would help connect with overseas fans. That's true. I didn't think about Soto not getting a cover. Is he a cover on like a different video game or something? I know that was the issue with like Trout for a while. Is that like he was the face of whatever it was, 9 innings or whatever the game was, and so he couldn't be the cover of the show because of that, which is pretty unfortunate.
Chevalier. Oh, yeah.
Let's garrison him. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. Can't get to the Imperial realm.
Rastisso.
Oh, they can actually reach that. This is not great. He was for 9 innings baseball. Okay, that might be the reason then. But you're right though. He's the kind of guy that should get one. These archers are strong. I think it was saying that like the cannons are the thing that can really fight them. Do I even have access to cannons? Does trebuchet show up here in the Imperial Age? That attack's going kind of slow, so I'm just gonna let the archers do their thing over there. Yeah, I was thinking about it today because someone asked me if like I was even interested in playing MLB next year. I was like, no. Lately, I've been kind of getting the itch to play baseball, but when I think about like playing like Diamond Dynasty, I'm just like not interested. We'll see. Maybe co-op or something will be interesting enough. See if the skirmisher can do anything, or if I should wait till I have like 4 of them. Yeah, that did nothing. At least the castle can take care of these guys now. Doesn't help the White Sox are one of the worst teams in MLB. In terms of what, like not being, oh, like for me to not be interested in playing. Yeah, that's true. They got rid of Luis Robert, like one of their more exciting names, even though he wasn't very good the last few years. They got Murakami, which is cool. But he's not going to change the team overnight. How do I fight these guys? I just need to get to the Imperial Age, I guess. How's my fishing going over here? Looks like whatever's going on got wiped out.
Hey,
Have you get farming? Oh god, I didn't realize this was going down.
okay. Artisan.
Shoo.
Ohé.
Now they're trying to storm? Makes no sense because my castle's going to get them.
Épée. Mio. Artisan.
My castle's just a little short on range. I need someone to like draw them out a little bit. Maybe this guy can do it. Oh, there you go. Now the castle's shooting at him. What was it waiting for? Were they like an inch too far away or something? think that pulls them close enough.
Hier, Liebe.
Scattered them. But all I've been doing so far is like just holding them back long enough. Okay, there we go. Finally wiped out that wave, but it's been really slow progress. High K rate with pitches 94 plus. Yeah, someone was saying that like that's just kind of the case with the Japanese players, especially since they see a lot of splitters. And once they stop seeing as many splitters, they're able to kind of adjust to the fastball. So I don't know how usual of a thing that is, but hopefully that's the case and you can get it fixed pretty soon.
Oe.
You never know.
Verax.
Maybe he does. Maybe end up being a bust, and it is what it is. But it's a good move for them to at least try to do something, because they really haven't done anything the last few years. Not just like not done anything, but like not really even tried to do anything. You know what I mean? I don't know if this castle's too close. I probably shouldn't spawn anybody from this castle. Should do it all from here. Need to get Imperial real fast. At least he didn't sign with the Dodgers. Yeah, him and I think like the pitcher that went to the Astros, right? I think that guy was saying like he wants to beat the Dodgers or something. Much respect. Be defensive right here. Let the castle do its thing. Just not able to get food as quickly now that my fishing is dead. Wonder what they'll do for MLB 27 if there's a lockout. When is the lockout supposed to be? I thought it was supposed to be like this off season, but I guess I was misunderstanding what was going on. So it's supposed to be like after the 26th season? Another mining camp over here. After this season it expires? Oh, okay. That makes sense. A lot of gold here. There's also a lot of gold here. But I don't think this area is safe anymore. I would have to like send an army to sit over there with them. I think that's far enough from the guard tower. Kill that one, and if he dies, it's okay. Oh, they're not being aggressive, I guess. When was the last lockout that we had? Was it the year? Well, we definitely had the COVID one. I thought there was a lockout like 3 years ago or something. Let me look it up because for some reason I thought it was like pretty recent. There'll be lockout 21 to 22. So that was like, was that the year right after COVID? It says no games were canceled. But even if there were, I think it would just be a matter of like, you could still have all the other content. You just wouldn't be able to have live roster updates, right? And you probably wouldn't have like player of the week stuff, but I'm sure they would probably do like flashback player of the week, flashback, you know, those kinds of things. They would keep up some way, somehow. Because what did they do during COVID? Actually, that's a better question. Probably exactly whatever they did during COVID. Alright, we can finally upgrade. Once we can upgrade, we can finally actually like fight over here. I think these guys are now gonna have to move. We are slowly building towards another castle if needed. Let's see, these fishing ships keep getting taken down by somebody. Whoever was over here also died, but I don't know if it's because somebody's running through here to kill them, or what exactly is happening. Make sure these guys have a defensive stance. These guys can come over here. I think they already are. All of a sudden, it seems like we're doing pretty good on resources. Just definitely need a couple more people to be farming. Against these archers. Yeah, once you can get to them, they go down pretty fast, but it's just a matter of like the time it takes to get there. Let's see if we can outrun this thing. Now we're walking right into a trap, basically. Okay, Imperial Age is good to go. Stables work faster. Not enough gold. Had so much gold though.
Okay.
we're gonna pull the trebuchet out this way. You guys gonna have to repair this corner pretty soon. Need some knights. Need them to move faster. Definitely gonna upgrade to Cavalier ASAP. I need to upgrade my line of sight somehow. Uh-oh. Better get out of here. Actually, chilling, because the castle's just going to shoot these guys. I need that Cavalier. Is there room for them to get around? Oh, shoot. That's not good. Have this guy build a wall. Where's this guy going? Oh, he's building from that side. Just a little too far. Legends flashbacks, yeah. I feel like my team should be stronger, and they're just not that strong. Let's get you guys out of here. There we go. Castle's doing a job.
Oui.
Alright, things are starting to pick back up a little bit.
Prêt.
We're gonna run out of resources soon. I'm gonna build a new mine out here. I'm not sure if it's gonna survive. That's the only thing. If these two can survive for a while, then that's cool. And we'll try something. Try one more fishing trip. And I'll try a... Try a warship just for defense of the fishing ship. Okay, who can upgrade? Okay, blacksmith. There we go. Paladin soon enough. Probably try to bring this inside. Did that not hit? Each of these guys are like doing 1 damage, but it's working. One at a time. Let's see if I can start hitting this guard tower. Not surviving. I don't think our fishing ship did. I don't know who's killing it though. Oh god. Wasn't expecting all that. Keep sending these pikemen out here. Just hit him one time. Good lord. These guys are fighting the wrong dudes. I built them just to fight the cavalry, so that's what they're strong against, but then they go after these guys. I think he has nobody to fight now. Can he not hit him? Why does he have no aim? He just got stood there long enough so that this guy with a gun could shoot him. Just how it works sometimes, I guess. There we go, double trebuchet. Who's standing around here? Okay, these guys. They can go get some gold too, because it seems like nobody's really going after the gold here. For some reason, these ships get knocked out, but I'm chilling, I guess. Blacksmith, don't need that anymore. University. Guard towers, watch towers. Siege weapons and warships. +1 range. Attack versus building. Demolition units. Could be good in a second. I don't even know. Did I build a siege tower? I did. I'll start upgrading these pretty soon, but I'm going to build up my army and start taking some swings at these guys pretty soon. It's taking a while to even build up this army, though. Hopefully now this will build up my gold really fast. All right, here comes the gold. See, those guys are all going that way. I'm just worried that if I start attacking here, then all those dudes are going to show up there again. So I'm just trying to be careful of that.
Verax, certes. Oye.
Alright, castle's doing good.
Oye. Certes.
This guy's got to get away.
Vera. Oye.
Shoot. He died. There we go. Herbal medicine. That looks good. You too, JB. Good to see you, dude. Have a good one. Catch you next time. We'll probably play in a different game next week, so. The question is, oh, what will we play? Don't know yet.
Vive. Que fait? Oh yeah.
These freaking archers. Oh. Got their work cut out for them over there. Oh. I absolutely wiped. Oh, they're hitting this castle. Not good. Good news is my knights can actually do stuff now. That one's just a cavalry unit, but it's at least pushing the dude into the right place, so that helps. I was gonna say, wasn't there an army here before?
Live. Certes. Que veuille. Verax. Prêt. Certes. Live.
Okay, that's something. Knock down the trees. Okay, now I really need my scouts. Paladins. We're also like starting to get some good upgrades. That's gonna help. Still looking good over here.
Que fait? Qu'il y a?
See if I can pack these things up and start moving in. There we go. Now the scout can do a little bit of work. I'm still kind of getting beat up by these guys. Now I might lose my trebuchets. Let's hit these first. Well, they went down real fast.
Oui.
Assistant. Que fait? Assaut. Qu'il y a? Bonjour.
Oh no. My paladin got converted. Not good. We're losing. Okay, it was a good comeback though. Couple trebuchets, couple scorpions. There we go. Now we got the cannons. Cannons are gonna help a bunch.
Que fait?
Took down the monastery. I'll just rebuild that. Do I need it? Not really. I'm probably better off with more lumber.
Bastisseur. Kay. Bûcheron.
Is there a purple dude back here? A little bit of that. Heavy cavalry archer would probably be nice, but that's a hefty upgrade needed.
Oui. Artisan.
Who's not doing anything?
Fait. Prêt.
You two can continue to... Let's build a new mill, actually.
Bastisseur.
We'll build a couple farms over there. Need to figure out where these warships are at. Everybody defensive. A couple cavalry. I feel like this is a really strange setup. Yeah, there we go. Cripple their economy. Trying to bait out their, like, ships. I have no idea where the ships are. These guys are kind of rolling my cavalry here. Okay. That did not go as planned. That's a little bit better. Alright, these guys can just wait here for a minute. It's kind of be no man's land, but we'll hit them for both sides. One of these days my trebuchets will get the job done. In the meantime, we're just kind of slowly building.
Okay.
Bastisseur. Bastisseur. Paix. Bastisseur.
What is this? And how come I have dudes back here? Who are these guys? Where did they come from?
Leave it. Prêt. Oh yeah.
Did they chase someone all the way back there? I think that's what happened.
Que fait? Certes. À la bataille.
Start upgrading my siege weapons.
Prêt.
You stay here. Things are still looking good up here. It's going to run out eventually, though. Once that runs out, I'm going to have a lot more trouble
Oh yeah.
trying to keep it together.
Qu'est fait. Pastisseur.
Que y a? Leave it.
Is anyone mining stone for me right now? Not. I'm gonna get back into that. See what happens if I send one cannon. So I'm pretty sure the cannon can outrange it, but I'm pretty sure like
Prêt.
more of their backup is gonna arrive.
L'hiver. Cueilleur. Oh yeah. Que fait? Certes. Prêt.
So far it's going okay. They got a lot of watchtowers though.
Que fait? Cueilleur. Prêt. Cueilleur.
And there you go.
Bonjour.
Now it's a battle. In fact,
Que fait?
I'm gonna just let them come at us, I guess.
Cueilleur. Que fait? Cueilleur. Prêt. Attends. Que fait? Prêt.
These guys are moving super slow though.
Oui.
It is here that my tale will end.
À la bataille. L'hiver. Cueilleur. Prêt. Certes. Que fait?
Okay. That was pretty good. Honestly, pretty strong. How old is this game? Doesn't say here. Let's see. See in store. "2019" it says, but I don't know if that's a. Don't know if that's like a remastered version or something.
Prêt. L'hiver. Certes.
Would guess like 01, right? It might be like maybe it originally came out in 01, but also there's like different versions. So like this is Age of Empires 2,
Cueilleur.
and
Oh yeah.
I think they're currently on 4. So if they're on 4 right now, I'm gonna guess this is just a remaster or like a new version. But I couldn't tell you exactly. Greg might be able to tell you. Okay, we just staved off like pretty strong attack from them. I don't know what the next one's going to come from. These guys are going to run out of gold pretty soon.
Prêt.
I'm going to send one guy to build a mine here so that they can pick it up where they left off as soon as that one's complete.
Que fait? Attends.
There was something that was like make your military buildings work faster. There you go. Castle's 1,000 HP. Is that worth it? Hold off on that one for now.
Prêt. Cueilleur.
It's worth it at some point, but my castles haven't really been
Prêt.
taking much damage.
Cueilleur.
99, this definitive edition is what you said? Okay, that makes sense. Don't really like the battering ram, so I'm going to leave that alone. Another light cavalry that can go scout for me real quick. I should have built a couple trebuchets, but I forgot. As soon as I can do that, we're going to attack. We do have a lot of cannons, though, so I don't even really need a trebuchet right now. 4K graphics, Xbox Live, exclusive achievements, and 4 new civilizations. Yeah, they have like some kind of upgraded graphics, which is cool. There should not be those guys selected.
Minio.
We can go mine. These guys can come heal in the meantime. New spectator mode and tournament features additional quality of life. So it's like they revamped a Warcraft 2. At least a revamped Warcraft 2. Makes sense. Where are these guys coming from? They're not close enough to be by the castle. There we go. Every time I try to load up a new light cavalry that can scout, then all the fighting starts, and then I lose track of where the light cavalry is. Oh, that's why, because they're all spawning over there. They're supposed to spawn over here now. Actually, these guys are cavalry archers. Take a few of you guys. For my own purposes. Queue up a more cannons. Almost in the spot where we can get some trebuchets going. And there we go. Should be good enough. Where are these guys chasing from? Some axe throwers. Cool. Let me bring these guys back to heal real quick. I'm gonna pull these guys forward in the meantime. These guys just need to be defensive. Defensive. Let him stand around. How you feeling about Aaron Judge, ASG? This guy, but I don't want to be in range of the tower just yet. Okay, trebuchet. I want you to come right at this castle. Man, we're getting bullied. Kind of clearing out this side at least. Some of these guys are not being aggressive enough, and the other ones are being too aggressive. They're all in defensive stance, so I'm not really sure what's going on.
Au fait. À la bataille.
Here come some boats. Honestly, I should have been hitting some guard towers a little faster.
Assault. Cueilleur. Da. Certes. Vivet. Certes.
How much damage did we do here? Not enough, clearly. Oh, what's going on in here? What do they run through? Ah, okay. Well, let's build a wall. Castle's still doing okay. This side is defended well. I'm gonna leave that as is. A little bit of upgrades. A couple more of you. And just need a bunch of paladins.
Que fait?
This guy's gonna get converted before I get there. Yeah.
Cueilleur.
Didn't hear anything? Oh, he's the new cover for 26. Oh no, I picked everybody out of here. Let's go garrison these guys. A couple people to fight. Especially if they took this cart without me realizing in the back, that would be really bad.
Okay. Set. Oil.
Should put the spin move on him.
Que fait? Oh yeah.
This was a nuisance that we didn't really need.
Cueilleur.
Ohé. Vilain. Prêt. Vilain. Qu'est fait? Bûcheron.
I need one person to rebuild the wall. Never cared about cover athletes.
Bastissant.
Doesn't seem to have game except they had Jeter storyline. Not some games where that storyline is their cover guy every year. Yeah, I agree. That's what I was talking to Brady about.
Vivet.
It's like his opinion was like it shows like a lack of creativity. I feel like
Prêt.
creativity just is the player. There's been some years where they've definitely done some stuff like you said with storylines or with like coach and stuff like that, but for the most part I don't think it's really any indication of what's going on. And if there's any player that deserves it, it's Judge.
Assault.
If there's any player that like makes sense that they would get a second shot at it, it would just be him. Okay, where did the light cavalry go? This guy? There you go.
À la bataille.
Let him keep swinging at that.
Cueilleur.
Guess not.
Ohé.
What do we need here? We need a lot more wood. Duque does content around the cover athlete every year. Gotcha. What's happening here? Yeah, I feel like it used to be a pretty hype thing to see, but I don't know. It's hard for me to tell because there's just like overall I've had less interest in the game, and so it's harder to tell what's less hype because I'm just not as involved. It might just be like my bias or like lack of paying attention and not actually it being any less interesting to most people, but it seems like a lot of that stuff is just kind of worn off. Trying to go back to the game that everybody loved, MLB 18. Ah, yes. I should have thought of this. I should have known. Is that mine? Let's try this again. Sure, they're gonna send some people out. They never really repaired this one, so they're really just here for defense. Where did those repair people go? There you are. Still don't have enough mills. Wood for a mill. Oh, they took him out already. Shoot. Alright, we're gonna go full retreat, I think. You know what I will do, though? Is I'm gonna build a castle right here. Let's stock up on some villagers. I have a ton of food at this point. Let's go right after him. Oh, you can fight him. I told you to fight him. Sometimes I get just too defensive.
Libet.
Bring these villagers out. As soon as it's safe enough, I'm gonna make that happen.
Pirates.
Garrison everybody. There's a broken wall over there. A little too far from the castle. Just slightly. Fight somebody. Just standing around. I don't understand how like one paladin was strong enough to take down like 5 of these guys, but then when I have 8 paladins, they can't do anything. An army right there. Only people would get hype off of cover if it was bonds. True. There was a little conspiracy going on that sounded like it might have been bonds, but seems like that's how they tease us every year. I think that's where the creativity comes in now. It's more about like who they can tease as not the guy. Like their tease this year was, we're not doing a new cover athlete. Or that there will be no new cover athlete. And so that was a misdirection. People caught on quick, but it was a misdirection of like that there's no cover athlete.
Okay,
Okay, we need to build another wall here.
Bastisseur. Oui.
Yeah, we got some people that can work out here. Let's build a castle.
Bastisseur.
L'hiver. Cueilleur. D'arc.
Alright, hopefully they can survive this.
Prêt. Cavalier. Oh yeah.
Let's build my cannons. Still short on wood, huh? They're still able to walk through. That's crazy. I'm gonna just need to leave someone over here.
Prêt. Oui.
In fact, I'm gonna leave 2. Maybe I'll even build a castle back there.
Oui.
Doesn't seem like anybody's worried about building on this side. Okay, you two just be defensive on this side. Honestly, I am gonna build a castle. Should I? Is it worth it? No, I'm just gonna leave the 2 back there. What up, Lawbanger? Forgetting about an NPC in a remote area to vibe, but forgot about for 6 months. That's crazy. It's accurate, but it's crazy. How you doing, man? It's good. We just be off playing different adventures. How do I have 22 villagers? Oh, because they all went out here. Alright. Well. Is it worth it for them to... I'm just going to put a mill over here. I'll put the mill over here.
Bûcheron. Fait. Oui.
The lumber camp. Keep saying mill. Beat this MLB rust off. Miss you and your PBS nonsense. That's crazy. I was just thinking about, like, I was kind of getting a slight itch to play MLB, like, the last couple days. I actually got Madden, which I've never really played as an adult. It was just like the fun party game that we always used to play when everybody was over. It's the first time I've like played Ultimate Team and all that kind of stuff. So I might need you to show me the ropes on how to play defense, because that's been a problem.
L'hiver. Cavalier. Oh yeah.
Their guard tower can shoot rocks. Lumber camp is the slowest thing. Okay, I'm actually gonna just let them use that lumber camp. Until he dies in his state, maybe Black's a bit true. I think I can just pop a bunch of trebuchets now.
Prêt.
Okay, lumber just, I guess, needs to catch up. I'm gonna send 2 people over here just to play a little bit of defense. They're all gonna have to cross that river, so they're gonna have a hard time getting to me before my castle takes them out. Adultman Mr. Rogers, get you one of those emulators to play the old ones. Ultimate Team is Cancer on Earth, can help you with defensive fundamentals. Cool. Which, are you talking about the old ones like Madden 12 and that kind of, those old ones? Sounds like a vibe. We are slowly pushing through. Plant the French flag on the hill. Is this the hill they're talking about? Is this all I have to do? Oh no, the hill's back here. Okay. It's gonna be a journey, but we'll get there. Got knocked down rather quickly. If I can take one more shot and get this trebuchet knocked out for the next group, that'll be all I need. Alright. Siege Workshop needs to unload here. Let's do some scorpions. Oh no, we're out of gold. What does that mean? This group is gonna work on the rocks. See if I can see any more areas with some gold. There's gold over here. It's not super safe, but I'm gonna do it. They're gonna have to travel the whole map though. And there's some nonsense going on that side. Not liking this. This is what I was saying, is that as soon as these guys get in trouble, run out of gold, we might run into some issues. But I'm just gonna go ahead and sell some of this. Okay. How can we set this up? Well, the scorpion can at least shoot enemies. That's the good news. Let me send this guy to follow these guys. In fact, I want him to guard these guys. And I think we're just gonna come right at this group. Kind of lost the plot here. Instead, everybody just dies. Alright. I didn't really time that up really well. Spam the ads for those emulator sticks pre-2009. Jailbroken device, gotcha. Yeah, I got you. Old Madden, CPU cheats, but still football. Gotcha. A lot of options. Thing is, I don't know if I'm like trying to like super get into it. But the main reason I even like started to want to play is because of the Bears and unfinished business. Just felt like I needed more. By the time that season ended, I was like, it can't end like this. That thing does not have that much range. I'm gonna have to do cannons only. These guys are kind of standing here, but they can't really... They don't have the range to do anything. At least the cannons are finally on their way. Don't like this.
Okay, bûcheron.
Oh, these guys died too. Yeah, we're in a bit of a problem spot. I don't really have anything to work with. I'm just gonna wait for the cannons to get here, and hopefully that'll be enough. But first, let's let this cannon do something. At least it's gonna pull, yeah. Probably shouldn't have ungarrisoned, but whatever.
Artisan.
Just gonna have to keep selling the food. So much happening, yeah. Pay a month of Game Pass for $15 and get last year's Madden. That makes sense. For now, we're chilling. It's been fun though, like trying to learn a little bit more. I just don't like, I've never played football and like I don't understand basically any of the concepts. So that's been a learning curve for sure. See if I can pull back enough for my castle to do anything. Seems like every time I take damage, then it's like making it even worse. Then just move really slow. Feels like there's nothing I can do here. I might have to just... Oh, shoot. I might just have to, like, make some knights, push them forward, and then kind of bait them back. This doesn't seem to be working. We have no monies. Where are these guys? Throwing axes? Alright. They're also not very good against ranged, so see what they can actually do.
Oh yeah. Certes, l'hiver.
French flag has been captured.
Oh no. They got me. We lose. It was a good try. Simple concepts, we get nuances, you add layers. Good TikTok, YouTube pages that give general breakdowns but explain how they work. Yeah, I've started some of the videos, trying to get into that a little bit. We'll see how it goes. I know that there's a lot of like cheese and stuff in Madden, but I like the balance of like physical skill and like mental skill. But I feel like there's such an uphill curve. Like if I had played football or like even really watched a decent amount of football when I was younger, I feel like I could pick it up. But at this point, we'll see. It's an uphill battle, but that's the thing, is like whether it's a new game, whether it's a sports game or like just any new shooter video game, it's like I don't know if I have the mental capacity to go through the learning curve. And there's like very specific times where I can and like want to go through a learning curve of anything. So it just happened to be one of the times that I think I'll want to, just for the motivation of like being able to understand what's going on with the Bears and just enjoy football a little bit more. But we'll see how it goes. Got so many single player games that I want to play, but I kind of wanted to connect them to like the TV and play on the big screen. I don't know. I'm chilling. I'm having a good time. Football about memorizing money plays and user defense. Play against the CPU on medium difficulty is you just understand defensive concepts and executing your smart dudes to pick up on it more quickly than you think. I hope so. I'm just trying to figure out like one of my main things. Like I'm starting to figure out, because I can win the challenges on I can get like all the 5-star challenges. Some of them take a little bit of time, but I feel pretty confident playing against the CPU. My main issue is just that, is like understanding the defensive concepts, where I'm like, okay, I do something and I think I've done what it takes to have a certain type of play covered, but then all of a sudden medium ball to the sideline is just wide open. And I'm like, was that me or was that my players? Online, I can tell that a lot of it's just my players are not as good in certain scenarios. But sometimes against the CPU, when I leave someone open on the sidelines, I'm like, that's got to be a misunderstanding of how I think the play works. Giannis found a new home, the Dodgers. That's what I'm betting on the law is that I can just kind of learn it. The problem is I'm good at picking up like I'm really good at picking up beginner level stuff, and then my intermediate level takes forever. I think I've started to learn how to get through that a little faster than in the past. But that's where I usually give up, is like my intermediate is a lot slower than a lot of other people. And then mastery, I think I can get to that level once I get through the intermediate, but the intermediate takes me forever compared to other people. This player skill and the Madden also being football adjacent, not actually football. Yeah, that makes sense. But I do wonder sometimes. I've played a handful of games online. I'm just wondering what the other person thinks. They're like, oh, I can take advantage of this guy. He's doing this thing every single time. And doesn't realize like, oh, you're not supposed to play cover 3 in a 3rd and 1. But It's cool. It's fun. I'm just like I've been itching for sports again. The last few years, all Chicago teams have been so abysmal that I took a break from all of them. The Bears were surprising. Like, I was really into it this year. I was super into the Bears this year. And I'm a super fair weather fan. So when they get bad again, I probably will fall off again. And I did fall off the White Sox, which I don't usually do. Like, I used to watch through the rebuilds, but I just don't think they're even trying sometimes. Football's also a guessing game. Girls from Chicago, so that playoff game was watched in silence. Oh, man. You're not a Rams fan, right? Even though they were from San Luis. Don't blame me for not watching the Sox. Oh, you are? Okay. For some reason, I thought you were a fan of a different team. With the Cardinals, yeah. But I'm just like itching for it now. Like, I started watching the Bulls when they had a hot start this season, and then I kind of fell off a little bit after that. But it was like also, it wasn't just like the teams were bad. The teams were bad enough for me to take a break and be like, okay, I can live without sports. And also, like, I don't want to be emotionally tied to like other grown men playing a game. So now I feel like I've got a more like healthy relationship with it. But also, like, there's just something about sports that's just like so innate. So like, I really just enjoy it. Like, it doesn't need to have a reason, you know? It's just like just is, right? There's just some stuff like that. You don't owe incompetent billionaires your attention and money 100%. Watch them suck in St. Louis for a decade. Gotcha. Yeah. And now it's just like, okay, I watch it a reasonable amount. We'll see, though. Because, like, the last time the White Sox were good, and this was, like, kind of the tipping point for me, is the White Sox were good for, like, a couple of years. But the problem was, like, once that first year and a half was done, it was, like, instead of enjoying them winning games, I just had expectations for them to win. And then it was, like, frustrating when they lost. Instead of it being, like this year with the Bears, it was very, like, low expectations, and everything was super exciting. They also played a very exciting way. I think also one of the problems with that White Sox team was like the couple years was like the rest of the division was really bad. So it was like, okay, you should be better than everybody, and you're only like marginally better than everybody, and you will win the division, but you're not winning as well as you should. And so that was a little frustrating. I think it's more fun also when the division race is just better, because you don't actually know what's going to happen. Even if you do have expectations for them to be good, then there's still like, you still enjoy the wins, because when you have expectations and nobody else can actually catch up to you, then you don't enjoy the wins. You just get frustrated by losses. But I think when the division fight is good, it's worth it. Division Bears have been bad. Rams used to own the worst winning percentage in all major sports over the span. Young teams were enthralling. Love young up and comers. I forgot about that for the Rams. I forgot how bad they were. Probably because I'm so close to Detroit, and they had some of the worst teams of all time. Now the NFC North is kind of a powerhouse. Yeah, young teams are always fun. 5 NFL games over 3 years. I had no idea. But that tells you how much, like, I'm definitely not a football fan. I like football, like the concept of the game, but I don't like watch the league kind of thing. I did watch the league, the show, but I mean, I don't like turn on football all Sunday or anything like that. I just watch the Bears. But that's just when they're good. So even when they're bad, then I'm like, have no idea what's going on in the league. But yeah, St. Louis went through it. Hopefully the Bears don't leave. I wouldn't mind if they moved to Arlington Heights, because now I live like kind of close there. It'd be frustrating on Sundays, but I might actually go to a game because like right now the Bears play like right by the river, or not the river, the lake, and so you have to go all the way through downtown to get there. And doing that is just so frustrating. The literal like drive downtown. Chicago also the fact that it's like there's only like one way in, right? Like not one way in, but like a third of the border of Chicago is blocked by water. So that makes traffic even worse because everybody's coming in from two directions. Rams either know how to suck or be really competitive. Much better move than the Steelers. That's true. Is it though? That's a topic that I might question. Because when you're like average, like the Steelers, like they don't go under 500, but they aren't doing anything crazy either. It makes every season feel like you could do something. Although I feel like the Steelers are also like a second half team where they're out of the race by like the 8th game, and then they make it competitive in the end instead of like being in the race the whole season. But for assuming that they do have enough seasons where they're in it for most of the year, is at least in a sport like football, maybe less so in other sports, because basketball, you know that it's going to be one of the first few seeds most likely, and you can go under 500 and make the playoffs or the play-in or whatever in basketball, but you know those teams aren't going to go anywhere. Whereas in football, even like if you go 9-7 or 9-8 at this point, anything can happen in the playoffs. But I don't know, like football maybe the one sport where you don't necessarily have to worry about tanking if you're in that position, in that 500 position. Whereas basketball, like you need your superstar. Football, I feel like you can get some. You can walk yourself into, what was it? Patrick Mahomes was like a 16th pick or something. I feel like there's picks to be had in the middle rounds. 2007 to 2009, we went 6-42. Oh my god, worst thing you can do in pro sports is be mediocre. NFL is like NBA. You probably need a top pick to get that great quarterback. MLB, I say, is a sport where you don't need a tank, or that tanking doesn't help. Interesting. MLB definitely like the draft is all over the place, but I feel like football, you can win with like system quarterbacks, game managers, right? Other than Tom Brady just kind of taking over a couple decades. A lot of the Tom Brady and like Patrick Mahomes, right? I feel like there's not really like superstar quarterbacks that are always winning. Super Bowl winners by year. Let's see. Last year, Jalen Hurts. Then Patrick Mahomes before that. The Rams. Yeah, there's a lot of turnover on NFL teams. And the salary cap is a killer, but I don't feel like you need a top 10 pick necessarily to get your guys, right? Again, could be wrong about that. Who was the quarterback for the Rams in 4 years ago that won the Super Bowl? Mahomes, Brady, like Nick Foles or whoever that was, or Carson Wentz. I think it was Nick Foles. Brady, game manager Peyton Manning. That one doesn't count. Brady. Roethlisberger, Russell Wilson, Joe Flacco. Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers. I feel like there's a handful of like superstars, but like there's also game managers. Goff and picks for Stafford. Oh, Goff won that one. I think that was the double doink year, right? No, that was later than that. Double doink, I think, was Tom Brady for the Buccaneers. Stafford won? Shoot. I didn't realize he was on the Rams for so long. Has he been on the Rams for 4 years already? Goff got good with the Lions. Gotcha. Just that short schedule, I feel like changes things. Like the difference between a 500 team and a playoff team, and it depends on what division you're in too. So I feel like it's not that much of a difference on paper, because like you can have the Bears, for instance. I think they're, people call them like Mickey Mouse because they won like these comeback games and like didn't play well for most of the year. Well, I don't really agree with that opinion, but it's also like they could have easily been 500 or under 500 if a couple bounces haven't gone there, that wouldn't have gone their way. And so I feel like the difference between an 11-6 team and a 9-8 team is like pretty razor thin in football. Even if you are mediocre, I feel like you can just turn it around. Interestingly though, the Bears are one of those teams where like ever since like they had John Fox, which was like, I don't know, 10 years ago. I remember when he was the coach, and it was like every game they were losing by one score. And I feel like that's been the case for the Bears since then, is that they've never been like one of these horrible, like just getting absolutely demolished kind of teams. They've just been losing by one score for like 10 years. And this is the first time that they finally turned around and started winning by one score. You can have a mid QB if you have a good defense, yeah. I guess you do need superstars on that side of the ball. But I feel like coaching is also such a big deal. Like probably the most important sport when it comes to coaching. Secret seems to be dominant on one side of the ball. True. Well, dominant one side of the ball. Coaching, I think, is a big part of it, because like I think the Giants this year had like a super talented defense, but like they weren't good at defense. Or maybe it was the Cowboys, or maybe both. But it was like a good coach can get a lot more out of it. Seems like everything, despite there being so many people on the field, there's just like your identity can be one of those things. And I think it also has to do with the cap, salary cap, whereas like you just throw the best talent on the field when it comes to baseball for the most part. Although you also see like the Dodgers on paper should be like twice as good as the next team, in my opinion. But it always like when they do win, it's like really close. And it's not like they're breaking like all-time win records or anything like that. Cowboys overperformed. I thought they would be awful without Parsons. Which might be, would you credit that then to like a coach? Or even in terms of like offense? Maybe. I feel like coaching overall is also getting a lot better too. Seems like every year there's just like new faces that are like coach of the year candidates. It feels like this year there were like 3 or 4 or 5 coaches where like they were brand new, but then like end up being considered one of the better coaches in the league. I don't know. I think that makes football more interesting. one of the reasons why I'm more interested in football, I should say, is because of the coaching aspect of it and strategy. Because I think football has the most interesting strategy, maybe of any sport. Whether it's like the most popular sports or even like when you think of more obscure sports, like in the Olympics or anything like that, despite it being as like also the most, other than maybe like rugby or something like that, the most physically demanding game is also like the most strategic. Don't really care about the Football Hall of Fame. To care about a first ballot snub. As much as I care, I don't care about the football. You're talking about like the Bill Belichick stuff today? Didn't really see exactly what happened, but yeah, I don't know enough about the Football Hall of Fame, honestly, to really comment on it. That sounds crazy to me that he would not get a first ballot, but yeah, I don't know the context of like because we can say stuff about the MLB. There's the whole steroid conversation, then there's the whole first ballot conversation, and then there's the whole like the committee thing, and then you can have all those conversations about how like Hall of Good, Hall of Great, Hall of Very Good kind of stuff. So I don't know any of the context of that for NFL. So but yeah, Super Bowl's next week. I'll see. I don't even know if I'll end up watching it. I definitely. It was funny because like we were getting superstitious with my wife watching the games because she was like every time she would watch they would win, and every time she wouldn't watch the whole game and then she would sit down, and then all of a sudden they would come back. It was crazy, but unfortunately it did not work in the final game for the Bears. She's not even a Bears fan. It's NFL's the committee is only like 50 people, so he didn't get 40 votes. I'm just used to collusion and all things NFL. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Speaking of which, I'm so interested to see what happens with the next baseball CBA because it's almost like the only way that a salary cap could ever happen is by what's happening now. They were just like, okay, there's no way we can argue for it unless like one team just goes crazy with it. So I almost feel like somebody was pushing the Dodgers to like sign all these guys and like make it easier for them somehow. And that they're like kind of happy it's happening so that they can swing in the favor of a salary cap. But we'll see what the players end up doing about it. If they give in to a cap. I have no problem with what the Dodgers are doing for that reason because like they're just playing by the rules. They're making their choices. I do wish it was different, but in the next year or however long it takes, I think it is going to push them into a better way to play. But we'll see. It's funky in the meantime. All right, I do got to run. Next week we will be playing something different. I don't know if I'm going to play Madden next week or what, because I do want to see what else I can play off of Game Pass before it expires, before my free trial expires. So yeah, we'll see. Hope you guys had a good time. Should be back next Wednesday, the 4th. Yeah, I should be back. Good chatting with you guys. I will see you next week. Peace.